So we're all going to sit here today and say that the Nets won the James Harden trade. Well, I'm here to tell you that John Wall won the James Harden trade. John Wall now has everything he's ever wanted. He's finally not hurt after being hurt for almost 2 seasons worth, leaving Bradley Beal in the dust. He's able to start over being in Houston instead of having these lingering ideals of what people think of him in the Wizards. And now he has probably the best team he's ever had in his career, with a starting lineup of John Wall, Victor Oladipo, Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker, and Christian Wood. And DeMarcus Cousins can either start for PJ Tucker or come off the bench. It's a squad. Christian Wood's out here showing why he's a poor man's Anthony Davis and putting up numbers like he should have been all day long. Really gives John Wall a good big that he's always wanted as well. Yes, he had Marcin Gortat back in the Wizards. He was a good pick and roll player, but other than that, he wasn't the best player that he's had. Now, do I think the Rockets will be contenders for a championship? Oh no, absolutely not. But will they be able to get, maybe if they gel together, 6th seed in the playoffs? That's a very big possibility. In my personal opinion, they at least have enough firepower to beat the Warriors, the Thunder, Dallas on a really good day, and Portland if Dame and CJ both don't go off on them. The Rockets really didn't lose anything. Not only did they get Victor Oladipo, they got a ton of first round picks and a ton of pick swaps for the next upcoming lotteries. I mean, we saw how the Boston Celtics did it. Boston got so many lottery picks from the Nets, and you can see what they came out to be. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart. And if it wasn't for the fact that the Celtics just can't get over the hump, then they could have probably won at least 1 or 2 championships by now. Off the bench, the Rockets still have Ben McLemore, who's a good shooter, David Nwaba, and Daniel House. So there's still plenty of firepower off the bench, which is what's been the Rockets' MO for the longest period of time. The only thing I'm worried about truly is, 1, the injuries. John Wall, as we all know, prone to injuries. DeMarcus Cousins, as we all know, prone to injuries. Victor Oladipo, just coming off an injury. So it's going to be interesting how they stagger the minutes, if they have to not play each other due to COVID protocols, and if one of them hopefully doesn't get hurt again. The chemistry on the Rockets should be a lot better going forward, even if they don't make it to the playoffs, just because their big de facto James Harden isn't there slugging around, acting like he doesn't want to be there, without just straight up saying he doesn't want to be there. He really took the unprofessional route in all this, and at the end of the day, he still got what he wanted. Selfish, yeah, but hey, it's the NBA. Shit happens. Now with him on the Nets, my question is, even though yes, they have James Harden, who's still a little out of shape, Kevin Durant coming off an injury, Kyrie Irving coming off an injury, all still 3 all-stars in the NBA and most likely Hall of Famers. There's only one basketball. How are 3 guys who, for the most part, need the ball in order to score, gonna make this work? I see it being a complete mess, and with the Kyrie situation going on, it's really only going to be 2 of the 3 All-Stars leading the Nets, unless Kyrie gets it together. I'm saying all this just to say, it sometimes doesn't always work having 3 All-Stars. Look at the Nets back then. Back when they did the trade, so they had Paul Pierce and KG. It didn't work. They thought getting these All-Stars together was going to mesh and make them to a great team. Didn't work. Now, these are 3 different guys, 3 different personalities, but there is no 1A guy on this team. There's no leader. Joe Harris ain't the leader. DeAndre Jordan ain't no leader. Steve Nash, leader, yes, but he's a rookie coach. Mike D'Antoni can be the leader, but you really need to rely on someone on the court to be your leader. Lakers, when they had Ray John Rondo, that was their on-the-floor leader. LeBron is a leader. Steph Curry is a leader. You see the Warriors, though they're not the best team, they're not slumping like everyone thought they would, even with the Klay Thompson injury. So without a leader on this team, it's going to be butting heads all day long. Not only that, you lost your best defender on the team with Jared Allen traded to the Cavs. There is absolutely no defense on this team unless Kevin Durant wins Defensive Player of the Year alongside DeAndre Jordan, who has really just progressed downward through the later half of his career And it shows. He's lazy on defense. He really just wants to pat his staff with rebounds. James Harden plays no defense. Yes, he was, I think, one of the better defenders in the bubble, but he had no choice to be because he figured this was his best chance to get it. He was in shape, unlike right now, and he was actually really moving his feet because all you could do was play basketball, and that's it. So if you're not playing good defense, what are you doing? You have no excuses. Also, you're an NBA player, so defense should be something that you do focus on. All in all, I still believe John Wall won this trade because now he's got a team that he can go up to, and hey, John Wall can be the leader of this team. With the Nets, I see them getting third in the East, and I think they'll get knocked out in the Eastern Conference Finals if they have to play someone like the Celtics, who may not be as talented as the Nets, or a more balanced and organized squad.